Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Let's Draw with BJ Dell. I'm your host BJ Dell, and in today's video, something totally different than what I usually do. So it never fails. Daily, I get DMs and emails from either artists who are beginners or artists who have been creating for a while that say they just don't know where to start, they're lost, or they're not seeing the results that they want. So I'm making this video my 5 tips for artists in 2020. So this video is me channeling my inner Gary Vee to get you guys motivated for the new year. So this video is not a technical video. There's no drawing or tutorials at all. Just gonna be me talking one-on-one with you. And I want this video to change the way you think about and approach your artwork in 2020. So these tips can be applied for new artists as well as current artists who are just looking to change their outlook. So let's get you motivated and keep watching. All right, my number 1 tip, look for inspiration. So find someone that inspires you online whose work really speaks to you, and then find out their inspiration. So if these artists have blogs or they've been on podcasts or have done interviews, look that up and find out who inspired them. Then I want you to go and look up those artists. Check out their work and see exactly where you can pinpoint that they drew inspiration from to form their own style. This really help you in developing your own style by being able to see how your favorite artist was inspired by others before. So that's number 1. And number 2 kind of ties into that, and that is don't let inspiration lead to frustration. Or more importantly, stop comparing yourself to others. So this is something I struggled with for years, and it's something that I've come to terms with. There are so many better artists out there than me. I know that there are people more talented out there. I know there are people making better artwork than I am, and I'm okay with that. Don't constantly compare yourself to other artists out there. Don't beat yourself up and question your talent. The only thing that's gonna do for you is ruin your creativity. So this next part's gonna be funny for anybody that knows me because I hate sports, but I'm gonna throw you a sports analogy right now. So let's say you're 30 years old, you drew back in grade school, you drew in junior high, but you haven't picked up a pencil or drawn anything in 15 years, but you turned 30 and decided, I'm going to become an artist. You find some artists that you like online, and your goal is to be as good, if not better than they are. You think with some practice, with some determination, I can get there. The only thing is, you picked one of the best artists in the world. And now for my sports analogy. Let's say you play basketball in elementary school and junior high, but you haven't picked up a basketball in 15 years. But you decided at 30, you're gonna be the next Michael Jordan. You're gonna be as good, if not better, than Michael Jordan. Anybody's gonna tell you that that's a ridiculous idea and not achievable. So why would you put yourself in the same position with art? So I encourage you to set realistic expectations. This is gonna help your outlook and increase your productivity. Just know with practice, you will get better, but there's probably gonna be somebody out there who's always better than you are. And be okay with that. Number 3, you don't need anybody's permission or approval to be an artist. So this starts with killing the need for affirmation or praise. Let go of the ego, buckle down, do your work, and make something. It doesn't necessarily matter how good it is to begin with. If you take a piece of paper or canvas, put your ideas on there and create something that wasn't there to begin with, it doesn't matter how good or how bad it is. You created something that didn't exist before, and you are an artist. In the day and age we live in with social media, it's so easy to fall in the trap looking for that affirmation online. And I'm telling you right now, get that out of your head. So the one thing that kills me when I see it online is people doing the follow for follow thing on Instagram just to increase the number of followers they have. This doesn't make you any more of a successful artist. It doesn't make your art any better just because you have more followers. Likewise, if you only have a few followers, that doesn't mean that your art's bad. And don't worry about how many likes your posts get. I have yet to be able to pay for my groceries at Kroger with the number of likes my last post got on Instagram. It doesn't matter. Number 4, be prepared to put in the work. I'm not gonna lie to you, making money with your art takes time, it takes dedication. One thing I suggest is to consume as much information that's already out there and don't expect anybody to hold your hand through the process. There's so many tutorials on YouTube, Skillshare classes, Udemy classes that you can take, blog posts that you can learn from. The information that you need is all out there. So I made a few videos in the past 12 months talking about how to make money with your art, and it never fails. There's always comments that are left on the videos asking a specific question that could be easily Googled, could be easily found. But so many people are not willing to put in the time and do the research. They would rather have their hand held through the process So I did some videos about merch by Amazon, for example, and I get a ton of DMs and private messages and comments about merch by Amazon, asking questions about the process or tips or tricks here or there. During those videos, I always talk about leaving links in the description to YouTube channels that are already out there that I've personally found invaluable. These are channels and videos that I personally found helpful during the start of my merch by Amazon journey, that I watched, that I took notes on, that I used, that I applied. Despite giving access to all that information out there, so many people find it so much easier just to type a question and send it to me rather than trying to figure out the answers for themselves, rather than trying to learn. We live in a society of instant gratification. We want the answers now. We don't want to put any work. And I'm telling you, to be a successful artist, to make a career out of art, you've got to put in the work. Another series of questions I got a lot when I posted the videos about how to make money with your art was basically, how long did it take you to start out? How many hours did you invest at the beginning? How many hours do you invest now? I just want to know if it's worth my time even trying this. Well, I'll tell you right now, if that's your first question, if that's where you start off with, just stop right now. If the hours and time needed to achieve an end result is more important to you, is more on your mind than actually achieving that end result, just give up now. It's not worth it. The internet is a fantastic thing. There's so much information out there at your fingertips, so stop making excuses and learn. And more importantly, to put in the work, you've got to stay focused. Use the internet to learn. If you're not watching a tutorial, if you're not taking a class to better your skills, if you're not reading a blog that's going to help you achieve your grand goal, stay off of it. Sharing memes on Facebook is not going to make you a better artist. So stay focused, use your time wisely, and don't get caught in those rabbit holes. And the last tip number 5, don't be afraid of failure and stay positive. So a lot of things in life that you're going to try, you're going to fail at. Don't get discouraged by those failures. Take those failures as lessons that you can learn from. Take a step back, remove yourself from the situation, and look at it with an unbiased eye. Learn to be your biggest critic as well as your biggest fan. And this also ties in with staying positive. It's so easy to meet failures with negativity and allow that to lead to depression. And I'm not only talking about staying positive in regards to your artwork, but I'm just talking about staying positive in general. I see so many mean-spirited people online that leave comments or get in fights with people on Twitter, and you can tell they're just not a happy person. They're not positive in their life, and they're lashing out at others. And I'm telling you, if you can change that, if you can learn just to be that all-around good person in your daily life, it's going to lead to your professional life as well. I know that sounds super corny, but I'm telling you, it works. If you can stay positive in your personal life, if you can stay positive online, you're going to see the positive changes in your artwork and your creativity. I promise. All right, guys, those are my 5 tips for artists in 2020. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments, what is that one tip that stood out to you that you're going to put into practice for 2020? I want to know, so leave it down in the comments. Also, if you guys want a place to share your artwork online, if you want to hang around like-minded people, build up that positive energy, I've got a Facebook group for artists called Keep Creating, a Learn, Draw, Share Art community. Spend your time sharing artwork rather than sharing memes. I'll post the link in the description below. Definitely put these tips into practice this year, and I'm excited to see how it can change your life as an artist in 2020. So until next time, keep creating.